Hey everyone, welcome to this very first trailer reaction. I am joined, well, first of all, I'm Brittany from Brittany's Magic Trunk, and I am joined by the lovely Amber from OllivAmber's Wands. So, hey Amber,
Hello. How's everyone doing?
thank you so much for joining. I'm so excited to have you here. So,
I'm
go ahead.
no, I'm just very excited to do this at all. We've been talking about it for about a week now.
About a week now. Yeah, that's for sure. So, we also want to say hi to our lovely guest in our live chat. Hello, McDorks. Hello. ¿Cómo estás? Bien. ¿Y tú? And we also want to say hi to JJ, aka My Magical Memoirs, all the way from Australia. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. So I'm excited to have y'all here. And like Amber said, we have been talking about doing this for the last week or so. Of course, unfortunately, the trailer didn't drop last week due to other events going on in the world. And so now that the trailer did drop this morning, we're like, hey, we got to jump on this. We got to do our reaction.
Yes.
And Amber, we're going to be doing a 100% authentic reaction. You haven't watched this trailer, have you?
Nope. Nothing. Completely brand new information for me.
Same, difficult not being on Instagram just because all those main accounts were posting it and then like everyone else on Pottergram was reposting it. I'm like,
Yes.
stop.
It was a
So
struggle, but we made it.
the struggle was real. Yes, absolutely. So, for those of y'all who are in the chat, once again, we're so happy to have you here. Please don't spoil anything for us because we will be giving our 100% authentic reactions to the trailer. We will be watching that shortly. We just want to give some people time to come join our live stream and hang out with us. Grab a snack, grab a drink. I wish I did that before we jumped up on here, but you know what? It's going to be a good look. Amber's prepared. Look at you, girl. Look at that. That's that Slytherin resourcefulness, the
Mhm.
determination.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Amber, you are Slytherin.
Very much so.
I am Slytherin. What is everyone else in the chat? Drop your house pride emoji in the chat. That way we can see where everyone stands. I'm a very proud Slytherin. But, Slytherins kind of get a bad rap,
Oh,
would you say?
definitely.
Yeah, definitely. So,
I'm a lot more bubblier and energetic, and when people meet me, they have no idea that I'm a Slytherin. Second I say so, they're like, "No, no," and I'm like, "Yeah, we can be energetic. It's fine."
that's for sure. I get the complete opposite reaction. When I tell people, "Yeah, I'm in Slytherin," they're like, "I can see that about you." And I'm like, "Okay." So, yeah, I'm like, I don't know whether to be offended or or not. So, it is what
Nope.
it is. It's perfectly fine. So, we've got some Slytherin pride here from McDorks. What's up, Christian? Yes, we are Slytherin proud. We've got JJ, of course, who is a proud Hufflepuff. We need more
Love the
Hufflepuffs.
puffs.
Yeah, we need more Hufflepuffs. Love the puffs.
Everyone should just love puffs. Puffs are the best. I love puffs so much. I will fight someone if a puff even just like suggested it. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. See, there's that Slytherin, there's that dark
Yeah.
Slytherin side coming out.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I will do anything from the puffs that I know, the Hufflepuffs that I know.
Yeah, they're great. I think my husband John is a Hufflepuff, or he might be a blend between a Gryffindor. I think he's more Hufflepuff. So Nick, all the way from the UK, says that his wife Claire is Gryffindor, but she doesn't know any better. Now, Nick, you're also a fellow Slytherin, correct? So far, Slytherins are dominating in this chat right now.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
Slytherin for the win.
Heck yes, that's for sure. Oh, that's right. Michael is Hufflepuff. How could I forget? Yes. So we've, Slytherins and Hufflepuffs, they can live in harmony.
Every
It's
Slytherin
okay.
needs a Hufflepuff.
Exactly. That's perfect. I love that. I love that. Amber, we've talked about this on the channel before, at least here on my channel, about whether or not you claim like a secondary house. Is that something that you've done? Do you kind of consider, is there a secondary house, or are you just full-fledged Slytherin?
Well, when I take the test, I got a little obsessive. I took it about I took it about 10 times over the course of like 2 years.
Okay. That's forgivable.
Yeah, 10 times over the course of 2 years, because hey, you know, your responses can change after time and things like that.
Yeah.
8 out of those 10 times I got Slytherin. The other 2 I got Ravenclaw. So I guess Ravenclaw would be the other option, but that's kind of it.
You know what? You, Christian, and myself all have that same, commonality of a Ravenclaw. I think on one user account, because I couldn't remember my previous, I had Ravenclaw, but then when I took it again, I got Slytherin. So I just kind of embraced the Slytherin.
Yeah.
But if need be, I could be a Slitherclaw if I had to be.
If need
But
be.
yeah.
My do you know your Ilvermorny house?
Yeah, it's a Thunderbird. Thunderbird? Is that one? Really?
Yeah.
That is so cool. Look at that. It was meant to be.
Wow. That's awesome.
That is so cool.
My fun fact about the houses, though, kind of silly. I am one of 4 children, and we are each one of the houses.
That is wild.
Tested and true, and it makes perfect sense.
That is wild. That is so cool, though.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't know how it happened, but my brother, he's the eldest. He's Ravenclaw, very much so.
Okay.
The eldest sister, she is a Hufflepuff, 100%. And then the one that I'm closest to, my middle sister, she is a Gryffindor. And
oh wow.
Yeah, she's like that double like hitter of a Gryffindor and a Leo, so kind of just
oh
double
yeah.
lion.
That's full force. Wow.
Yes.
That is crazy. So in my family, I'm one of 3. I'm the youngest. So my parents even took the Pottermore test, and both of them are Ravenclaw. The oldest, who's my sister, she's a Gryffindor, and she proudly displays that. My brother is also a Ravenclaw, and I'm Slytherin. Their children, I want to say, my sister's daughter is Ravenclaw, and then my brother's, his oldest is Hufflepuff, and then his youngest is Slytherin. She's total Slytherin, by the way. She takes after me.
Good.
So anyway, so hey, Britt Weasley, thank you for joining us.
Hello.
So glad to have you here. We're going to get started shortly, and she is also a proud Hufflepuff. Look at that. Very
Good.
cool. Christian, I put this up earlier, but he said he shot the bird down, so no Ravenclaw for him. Then yeah. Poor thing.
That is, I don't know. I don't really see many I don't see personally too much Ravenclaw in me, but I think it's the violent love for Hufflepuff that, because I get along with Hufflepuffs in real life. I have a lot of Hufflepuff friends, and I'll get along with someone almost instantaneously, and they're either a Slytherin or a Hufflepuff.
Oh wow!
So most commonly a Hufflepuff. Yeah. So yeah, my boyfriend, he when we went to Universal the last time, he's just like, now we got to get all this Hufflepuff stuff to replace all your Slytherin stuff, because he doesn't believe that I'm a Slytherin too.
How funny. Well, I would say I can see the Ravenclaw side, because when you do your videos, and we'll talk about that in a second, the research that you put forth in the origins of the wand lore and the things like that. I mean, you put a lot of thought into it. So I definitely can see the Ravenclaw trait, of that side of you. So yeah. So before we get started, Amber, real quick, tell us about your channel and how you got started, and what is it that you love so much about, wand lore?
Thank you. I'm OllivAmber, or Amber. I go into deep dives studying the wands of the main characters from Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts, so the entire Wizarding world. I look into the Muggle and wizarding backgrounds, so I go based off of what OllivAmber's says in the official descriptions on Pottermore, or what was Pottermore. And I also have like that wand book. I do that. I also look into the cultural and historical significance of the woods and the cores and the animals that the cores come from. And I compare all of that to see if there's any allusions or references to the character.
Yeah, and you, like I said, you put a lot of effort into bringing forth so much content in a short amount of time, which I appreciate. I when it comes in like bursts of like short bursts of information, like cool, I love that. And it's very interesting because a lot of the things that you've talked about, I've mentioned it in comments that I never thought of, or the significance of, like, let's say Christianity in a lot of, the works of J.K. Rowling, and then, like, the tree woods and things like that. It's like stuff I just never would have guessed before. So it's really fascinating. So I'm trying to do two things at once. So I'm in the chat, y'all. I'm putting Amber's YouTube link, so be sure to show her some love. Go subscribe to her channel. Go check out her videos. Give her a like, a comment, hit that notification, because she puts a lot of work into what she does, and it shows. It shows that she loves the thing that she talks about, wand lore, and you learn a lot. So yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're very, very welcome, of course. And we just want to say hello again to everyone who's now joining our chat. We appreciate you being here. We're going to be discussing, well, first, we're going to watch the latest trailer from Fantastic Beasts, Secrets of Dumbledore, that just dropped this morning. And once again, Amber and I have not watched this trailer. So what you will see before you is 100% real, authentic reactions. So real quick, hey Dawson, thank you so much for popping in. I know you're at work, so appreciate the love always. I hope you really enjoyed your time at Orlando. I wish I could have been there with you guys, but I would look forward to seeing your reaction video as well. Let's see if we kind of react the same. So all right, y'all, we're gonna get started. We're gonna queue up this trailer. So guys, in the chat, if you can show me wands at the ready by doing this little type thing, I don't know, keyboard short, I don't know what you want to call that. Just put the wands. Just put the wands in the chat. So yeah. It's been a long day. It's been a long work day. I also did a trailer reaction on my other channel, The Watchers in the Basement. Just a quick little plug for that. Morbius, the new Marvel Sony movie, Morbius, its final trailer dropped as well. So I have no knowledge whatsoever about Morbius. I'm a terrible Marvel fan. But yeah, we did that earlier today as well. So if I'm like just going at light speed, sorry. So all right, who's ready? Who's ready? Wands at the ready, everyone. Britt Weasley's ready. Got Nick from Walking with the Woods is ready. Guys, if you are ready to queue up this trailer, Amber and I will, get started very shortly. I'm excited.
I'm excited.
I hope it's epic. I hope it's everything. Like, yeah, I can't wait either. So Annette is ready. Great. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. All right. Okay. You ready? You ready? Ready?
Yep. Yeah.
All right, let's get her done.
Memory is everything. Without it, we are blind. Without it, we leave the fate of our world to chance.
I'm sorry to disturb you, Albus, but I've just received troubling news.
Tell me, what is it?
It's Grindelwald.
The time is close, my brothers and sisters.
Our war with the Muggles begins today! The world as we know it is coming undone. If we're to defeat him, you'll have to trust me.
Mr. Kowalski, we need you.
I said I want an out on that one out.
Ah! You do know I'm a witch, right?
Dumbledore asked that I give you something, Jacob.
This is the team that's going to take down the most dangerous wizard in the century. Who wouldn't like our chances?
Oh!
No one can know everything, not even you.
What you're doing is madness.
With or without you, I'll burn down their world.
Dangerous times favor dangerous men. If by tea time all of us are still alive, you should consider our efforts a success, Mr. Kowalski.
My pleasure.
Do you really intend to turn your back on your own kind? It was you who said we could reshape the world.
Even if we make mistakes, we can try to make things right. We're gonna need some help.
There's nothing you can do to stop me.
Things are not quite what they appear.
I trust you're enjoying your wand, Mr. Kowalski.
Can I keep this?
Shut up. Oh my gosh.
What?
I need a second to digest what we
What
just
does it
witnessed.
mean? What does it all mean?
The last few seconds, Amber, wild.
All of it was wild. I can't deal. I am so interested about that wand. I need to know. I need to know.
There are definite questions about the wand and Jacob Kowalski. Is he a wizard?
I don't know. And I mean, do we want to dive into those theories, or do we want to talk about the trailer first? Like, how do you want to do this?
Let's talk about the trailer first. I think the people would want to kind of talk a little bit more about the trailer, maybe just some high points of what we witnessed. So bear with me, y'all. Oh my goodness, I feel like I'm shaking right now.
Yeah, I am too.
First and foremost, this voiceover of Dumbledore and y'all out here, as well as Amber, of course, was this a quote that we heard in the previous Harry Potter films? Because it's not like something I can recall at a drop of a hat about memories being everything. I feel like, did they bring back Michael Gambon to do this voiceover of this specific quote?
They took out a word. I know what it is. I hear it in my I hear it in my head. It's when he's talking to Harry about the Slughorn memory of the Horcruxes. He says, "This memory is everything."
Yes, you're right. Okay. Dang it, I was working myself up over something that didn't turn out to be so. Okay, that's
sorry.
fine.
I just have an auditory memory.
Nope, you're good. I'm glad you remembered. So, this. I seriously feel like I'm shaking right now.
What is this? Is this in Normangard?
I don't know if it is or isn't, but I think this is the little vial thing, the blood pact Dumbledore is holding. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. Let's see if we can fast forward. The fact that we're back at Hogwarts, first and foremost. I mean, this is where it started for all of us, Hogwarts, whether you started with the books or you started with the movies, doesn't matter. You got to Hogwarts, you're good in my book. Okay. So we're going back to Hogwarts. It's a place that we all like to think of as home. The significance of Hogwarts, of course, Dumbledore is a teacher at Hogwarts at this time. And we're seeing like a Quidditch player, which that's kind of fun,
Yeah.
I know that my buddy Dawson, who probably will talk about this in his trailer reaction, he had some theories. He had some theories that maybe, with that Islander device thing that looked like a port key, maybe that was like an older version of a time turner that
Ooh.
maybe, they're gonna fast forward through time because, the Quidditch uniforms, if I can do this here, I mean, do they look pretty modern or do they look?
I can't tell, but is that a 7 on the back? Because that's Harry's number.
It
Well,
is a
I know
7
that
on the
there's
back.
7. I know there's
Right.
7 players on a team, but
Right. And I believe that maybe 7 is like coincide with being a seeker. So, and I say that because we
maybe
do see a golden snitch later on in Dumbledore's hand.
that does
So
follow. That does follow because Draco's a 7 too.
yes, that's very, very true. So yeah, I'm not going to try to go through frame by frame with everything. I'm just going to try to, fast forward to like the different high points of, what's going on. Now, is this Bunty, do you think, who's talking to Albus?
It sounded like her
I
to
wonder.
me. I'm wondering where he is. Is he at Aberforth?
He could be at the Hogshead.
That's what
I think he could be at the Hogshead because it seems like he would be meeting with his brother and maybe he's now getting the news about Grindelwald. It's very interesting. This shot is gorgeous.
Yeah, Norman Guard, beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now whether I'm pretty sure this is just all CGI, on a set, but this is really our first real good look at Mads Mikkelsen as Gellert Grindelwald.
Now that's also very, very beautiful.
Yeah. Okay.
Whoop.
She said it, people. I don't disagree. I think he's an extremely good looking gentleman. And yeah. So let's just pop here real quick, see what some people think. Maybe they go forward in time to see Harry, maybe, and Cedric Diggory. I don't know about Cedric Diggory, but that would be interesting. Going back to the lady that was visiting Dumbledore, JJ thinks that maybe that was McGonagall. That's a fair point. I hadn't considered McGonagall. So yes, it's not Bunty, it's McGonagall. So okay, so we've established that's McGonagall. Okay, cool.
McG.
McG. So yes, first look at Mads Mikkelsen as Gellert Grindelwald. We've got a phoenix here, Amber.
Yeah, it's dark for a phoenix. At least the phoenixes that compared to Fox.
Mm-hmm.
But I know a lot of people are fairly certain that this is Fox. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's because they look so different, and I don't know if maybe phoenixes look different each regeneration, but I don't know.
I don't know either. Truthfully, I don't know enough about like phoenixes to know like when they're reborn, do they look the exact same or, do they all have variations of plumage or things like that?
Yeah.
I can see the idea where this could be Fox. And while we're talking about this right here, I just want to point out in the book, Fantastic Beasts: Crimes of Grindelwald, which I have a different book cover on here. This is from the Wizarding Trunk, but there's a line that Dumbledore says to Newt, if we all can remember, when they're at Trafalgar Square, about how Dumbledore says he's always felt an affinity with the great magical birds. There's a story in my family that a phoenix will come to any Dumbledore who is in desperate need. They say my great-great-grandfather had one, but that it took flight when he died, never to return. So with that being said, because during Crimes of Grindelwald, we did see Credence with a
Mhm.
chick, right? We saw what would turn out to be um, the chick that turned into the Phoenix at the very end, right?
Yeah.
And if we're talking about that, you know, could Credence actually be a Dumbledore? You know, how else did he get the Phoenix chick? Because we never saw that in the movie.
Hmm. I don't know, because if we were to start getting into theories,
Mhm.
I do have a theory about Credence and his like affiliation with Ariana that would make the
Yep.
Phoenix make sense.
Yep.
But
I think you and I probably have the same theory. Truth be told. So real quick, just going back to the chat, Nick wants to know, do you wish Depp was still in it? Listen, I'm a huge Johnny Depp fan. 100%. That man has been the love of my life since I was a child.
me too, so much so.
And not to go into, you know, what's been going on within his personal life and professional life, but you know, what happened. Warner Brothers said, "Hey, we're parting ways." He graciously accepted. Yeah, I definitely would love to have seen what he was going to do with Grindelwald
Mhm.
as a character. But Mads Mikkelsen, he has been known to be a badass villain
Yes.
in Bond movies.
Mhm.
He's just someone I like to look at as well. But he's also a very elegant actor. And I think there's that quality of
Mhm.
elegance that even Gellert Grindelwald possesses. So I'm
Oh yeah.
very curious to see how Mads will portray
Yeah.
Gellert.
I was just so excited, mainly because back when the first Fantastic Beasts movie was in production, before they even announced who was going to be who, I'm like, oh,
Mhm.
the time frame, they could do something with Dumbledore and Grindelwald. And I actually fan casted Mads to play Grindelwald. Like that was like I have witnesses. There are witnesses. Um,
That's great.
there are witnesses. So I love Johnny. Like just like you, I grew up absolutely in love with him. So
Mhm.
in love. And so I was really upset when they said that they were changing him, but when they said that it was Mads, I really didn't believe it.
Yeah.
And I just like you, I love and respect Mads Mikkelsen so much. I love him in so many roles, and I mean, I already typecasted him as that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So thrilled. I'm so excited.
Yeah, for sure. I think he's gonna do a really good job. Now, there's something that Annette pointed out,
Yeah.
how, in her opinion, you know, Depp was, you know, too much of a ham in the role, and she had problems believing that Jude Law, Jude Law Dumbledore, by the way, fabulous casting, would be in love with Johnny Depp. I personally, and maybe that's just because I kind of wanted there to be that dynamic, you know, just because I
Mhm.
love Johnny Depp. Um, but it's interesting because when you look at Johnny Depp and you look at Mads Mikkelsen, there's really not that much of an age difference between them.
Mhm.
Um, but one looks a little bit more older than the other.
Mhm.
Um, so I don't know. I mean, that dynamic is going to be kind of weird. Yeah. So Annette also points out that phoenixes can live to be 540 years old. So anything could be possible with Fox being
True.
that same phoenix that Dumbledore's great great grandfather had, and
Especially if we're
maybe
going by like if we're going by Doctor Who like Time Lord rules, like I mean they they could look different every time. We
yeah.
don't know, because the chick did look a little bit different
Hmm.
than when we see Fox when he came out, but that also could be due to the ages differences between the movies,
Yeah.
or also because they were trying to play up that we were thinking it was going to be a Raven because of the Lestrange thing. So
Right.
it
Yeah,
could be
I
Fox.
agree with that. I agree with that. So let's keep on going with this, you know, trailer. We see that this, we'll just call him Fox just for conversation's sake. Fox is flying towards Credence. Um, Long hair. How do we feel about that?
Very Kylo Ren.
Oh, don't get me started on that one. How much time has passed, I wonder? You know, there was a
Yeah.
6 month change from the first Fantastic Beast to Crimes of Grindelwald, right? So I'm curious as to how much time has passed now since
Me too.
Crimes and now Secrets. Because unless Homeboy has a great, you know, hair growing serum, you know,
He takes
dang.
vitamins.
He takes his vitamins. There, you know, he's also a wizard. He probably can just grow out his hair however he like. So, you know,
I think it's been. I'm gonna give at the least a year. I would feel comfortable with maybe 2 years because of the difference. Like even Jacob looks a little different. Like he has more like scruff, I guess, and like he seemed a lot more familiar, especially since we saw him later on talking to Eulalie. Like
yeah.
I think it's been like at least a year.
Yeah. JJ says maybe Credence is using Gilderoy's hair tonic. You know, maybe so.
That
maybe
is
so.
1,000% the reason.
And Britt mentions that, you know, there's some similarities between Credence and a young Severus Snape. I can see that. I also had a theory about that too.
Ooh.
Not sure if that's going to come into fruition, but you know, the likeness is very real. But moving on, you know, we're now seeing another representation of another magical school. I'm assuming the Japanese school, maybe.
Magasuhoro?
She can say it. I can't say it. I'm not even gonna try.
I had to say it for Neville's episode.
That's right.
Do you know how many times I had to practice saying it?
Oh, bless your soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks here that Grindelwald is rallying, you know, to the other schools, which is very interesting. That for one, we're going to see other magical schools. You know, we've only heard of from Harry Potter, Durmstrang and Beauxbatons and now Ilvermorny in the States. But Amber, it's kind of funny how before talking about your shirt, before we started the live stream, how you pointed out that it's a Fantastic Beast shirt because it has Gellert Grindelwald's monogram on there. Well, here we go. Check out that firework. Check out that firework right here.
Yeah.
That
and it's actually the same color as my shirt too.
Isn't that fantastic?
Yeah.
No pun intended. No pun intended. But yeah, so it's cool to see just like a new scenery, you know, new view.
The other schools.
Can we appreciate Eddie Redmayne for a second? Hi.
Hello.
He's so cute.
Another puff that I love.
Yeah. I mean, so looks like Credence is pissed off again. So there's a lot. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of speculation about where the heck is Tina?
Oh, yeah.
You know, like we haven't seen Tina in any of the promos, in any of these trailers. We have seen this lovely woman here behind Jacob Kowalski. They're, you know, back in New York, in front of his bakery. And, you know, she's trying to recruit him for whatever it is that, you know, they need done. And she's a witch. She can get anywhere. And she's eating one of his pastries. I mean, how cute is that? Like, that's just so sweet, you know?
Can't say that I wouldn't either.
I mean, they look great. I mean, just the demi guys and the Erumpent and the Alchemy. I mean, come on, they look so good.
Yeah. I'm really excited for Eulalie. Like, I listened to several podcasts, and one of them is Speak Beastie, like the specifically for Fantastic Beasts, and their ideas and theories about Eulalie. I'm kind of just in love with the idea of her at this point because we still don't know too much about her yet. Just that she is a teacher at the at Ilvermorny.
Okay, yeah, and just as you said that, Britt Weasley also put that this is Professor Hicks from Ilvermorny. So there we go. That is fantastic. Now, could this be the beginning of Jacob's journey to becoming a wizard in the States?
I hope so. Wow. With that theory that you and I had mentioned in our own little chat before. I hope.
I hope so. So this is like probably the biggest, like one of the biggest reveals from previous trailers, of course, but just as well as this one. Let's go ahead and talk about our theories about this wand and Jacob Kowalski.
Where do you want me to start?
Wherever you want to start. Come on. I'm pretty sure everyone here is very interested to hear the theory. Y'all,
Okay.
please take a moment also real quick to like this live stream. Also subscribe to this channel, hit that notification bell. Don't forget to subscribe to Amber's YouTube channel as well, and go follow her on Instagram. I'll be sure to I'm pretty sure I've already linked everything in the description box, but if you do that, we'd really, really appreciate it. This is our first live stream together, and we hope you guys are enjoying it. So, Amber,
Yes.
please let us know your theories about this wand and Jacob Kowalski.
All right. So I have a few about why they're giving the wand to Jacob.
Okay.
I think wishful thinking. I do want to think that he is a wizard. Like how I'm just going to go into that a little bit into that theory that you and I mentioned.
Go ahead.
I heard it from the Super Carlin brothers. I don't know how you heard it, but that Jacob, that Kowalski actually does translate roughly to Smith, which we know from Hepzibah Smith, who was the closest known descendant that we knew of Hufflepuff. So there are some theories that some descendants of Hufflepuff made their way across the pond and we're here, and that Jacob might be a squib or might be a descendant of Hufflepuff. That's definitely a theory, especially with the baking. I mean, he said that he got it from his grandmother, and that is a family trait, and we do know that, you know, Hufflepuff, that Helga did a lot of food magic. So
they have a healthy appetite. Let's just be real.
I wish I could have that appetite. I want all that food. Another theory that I have is that the wand is a dud. Yes, exactly. From guessing that he is a muggle, because they are going into war. And as the movies are progressing, we are seeing that more and more, that this is going to be a war that actually was, maybe I'm going to say 4 times as big as the one between Voldemort and Harry. Like it was world encompassing. It was huge. So I think it's because if Jacob is going to be in this universe, he needs to have some assurances, because otherwise he could just get, you know, avada on the spot. So
I agree.
Especially with Grindelwald being outright like, our war on the Muggles starts now. Yeah, that doesn't look good for Jacob. Another theory is that it kind of ties into that it's a dud, is because wizards use their wands like passports and IDs. Like, they have to turn in their wands to enter the Triwizard Tournament. They have to turn in their wands to enter the Ministry of Magic for the first time. It's just kind of a thing that it's their form of communication. So if they are traveling, especially in wizarding communities, it makes sense to have a wand for him.
That was one, you know, it seems like an obvious kind of thing, like, duh, the wand is like their form of ID. Like, we saw that when Umbridge, you know, was trying to wrangle in all the Muggleborns, and she says, you know, this wand was taken from you on entry, you know. That's the best I can do. I'm not going to do anymore. Although I can do her laugh pretty decently, and my husband hates it every single time I do it. I don't even know I'm doing it. Sidebar. Going back to the theories, the first theory about Jacob being a squib, because from what I understand about witches and wizards is that they start exhibiting magic by the time they're about 7, 8 years old, give or take. And if they really don't at that point, then it's just kind of assumed that, you know, they're a squib, right? So it might have been delayed for him, you know. Maybe the wand is what he needs in order to really channel that inner magic that he has suppressed unknowingly. Maybe I can get behind the idea of him being a distant relative to Hepzibah Smith, as you eloquently explained. And I love that theory. I think that'd be really cool. It'd just be like a really lovely story for Jacob,
Mhm.
because he's like, I always wanted to be a wizard. I always,
Yeah.
he was just so excited to get the wand, obviously. And I can also get behind the theory that maybe this is a false wand. This is something that
Mhm.
is just there to protect him. Like you said, they're going into
Mhm.
war.
Yep.
The great battle that we know between Dumbledore and Grindelwald happened in 1945, which is also World War II era. So that has I think that we're going to see, all that kind of come into play. You have
Mhm.
the enemy, and then you have, the allies. That's definitely going to run, all into it together. JJ, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate
Bye.
it. Thank you. Thank you. Be sure to check up on the rest of our theories later on when you have time.
Yes.
So yeah, so I can definitely see
Mhm.
this being something just to protect Jacob. That way he's
Yeah.
not like an immediate look, he's a nomad, he's a muggle, like get him now. So and yeah, like you said, that the wands are meant to be an ID, and it points
Mhm.
out that wizards have to have like a wand permit. Jacob's probably a squib. So we'll just see. We'll just see. Britt also mentioned earlier that
Mhm.
there was a Quidditch player with the last name Kowalski. So maybe,
Mhm.
Jacob is the ancestor to this player.
Yeah.
So
See, there's too many hints to it that at least I know some things are probably just kind of thrown in there for flashiness, I guess, but I love this idea.
I
And
know
like
it's crazy.
if I could go like on a little side note for my, wand lore-ness,
Absolutely.
a lot of the other wand like makers that I am chatting with on Instagram, because I follow a good maybe 100 and I talk to maybe 5 casually. There's a big debate about what the wood is, because a lot of the people who are very familiar with wood types and wood grains, a popular theory is that it's made out of snake wood. Yeah, which the shape of it too, the kind of squiggliness, kind of cool. Because snake wood has a very defined grain to it, where it looks like kind of stripy. And
Okay.
the wood, when you get like from the posters, we got a good close-up picture of it, and it looks very much like that. Obviously, we have no idea of a core, or if it even would have one, but from the trailer, like the later on scene, seeing him like come up with, there has to be some kind of core.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we just don't know if it's really his or not, so we can't really decide a core.
Yeah.
But there's a big thing about snakewood, but what's kind of troublesome about that is some people are very much, oh, it's snakewood, it looks perfect, exactly like snakewood. It looks like snakewood on the outside. The inside of snakewood that they actually normally use for big carvings, like like something like a wand, is more creamy white. So not like that. So I've seen some wand makers being like, it's 100% snakewood. Some of them being like, no, it's not. So
yeah, no, it's fascinating. And this is what I'm talking about, people. If you want to learn more about wand lore, about wands, you need to go check out Amber's YouTube page, because she really gets into it. I know Annette had a question about snakewood, like that sounds like maybe new information. So yeah, you got a new subscriber too from Britt Weasley, Amber. So thank you so much.
you.
That is
And hi,
fantastic.
Corey.
Hello, Corey. Thank you for joining.
Corey's my editor, everyone. I don't know for some of the other people who know that. He's my editor.
Yeah, I've seen his work. It's really good. It's really, really good, Corey. Like, I'm impressed.
Thank you.
But getting back to this this trailer, of course, let's just keep on going. We see how like he's shocked. Like Jacob's like, really? Like that's for me? Also, why is he carrying around this, frying pan? Are we channeling some like Rapunzel, kind of tendencies here?
I genuinely didn't catch there was a frying pan. I thought it was liquor.
Okay, given that it's all right here, I don't blame you. That's okay. That's perfectly
Yeah,
fine.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah. Now, why are
love
they
the
always
clothes.
getting like so, blocked off from everything? That's just insane. Um, we've got Grindelwald's followers here. We can see what is Kama doing back here? You,
No
sir.
clue.
Yusuf Kama, what are you doing with Grindelwald, sir? We already knew about Rossier. Rossier, this lovely, gorgeous woman right here.
Gorgeous.
And then we have Queenie. Queenie.
She looks sad right there, but she looks very Queenie's very extroverted, or like appear of looking so, like usually at least as people she knows. She looks really reserved there.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like there was a big change when she decided to walk the flames without Jacob and follow Grindelwald, right? And just her how she carries herself, like what you're talking about. She definitely seems more kept to herself, and we know that she's a legit I can't say that word for anything. Legitimate. She can read people's minds. There we go. So we know that she has that quality, that power. And I wonder if she's also able to block off, like occlumency, right? She can block off people from reading her mind, that kind of thing. Like I'd imagine that takes a lot of concentration. So who knows? Who knows of what role she's playing now that she's with Grindelwald?
No idea.
Has her position, elevated, that kind of thing. I'm very curious to see, just what she's up to. Hello, Theseus. Scamander. Hi.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello, war hero.
And I know I'm not playing any audio right now, but Jacob's laugh with the giggle water. It's just fabulous.
It's perfect.
Fun fact, I actually did get to meet Dan Fogler a few years ago, right before the pandemic. There was a convention here in Houston, and we were there to meet the Mother of Dragons from Game of Thrones. If you guys watched that little show, Emilia Clarke. Yeah, I've got a picture back there. But anyway, he was also there, and he was kind enough to, step aside and take a photo with us, and chatted with us for a little bit. And he's a really nice guy, like super, super nice dude. So we have a question here from Britt. She wants to know, what's our theory of her Queenie returning to Jacob? That's got to be tough. That's got to be so tough.
I don't know. I really want to hope, but I think it's been a few years. I mean, we're frozen right now on Jacob, and I mean, he looks like it's been some time, and he looks like he's been struggling, which I love him so much, and I don't want him to struggle. So, and I mean, how he was saying, talking to you lately earlier, saying, like, I want it out. I want out. Like, that's it, no more. Because I think he was so hurt from Queenie, and I think he's definitely still loves her. Might be feeling a little bitter about it, especially if I'm right, and it has been a couple of years.
Yeah, but I'm with that.
She looks, and how she looks kind of withdrawn and stuff like that. I am just wondering, because her reaction, now that we know that that light thing that she was looking at in the the teaser trailer, now that we know that was from Jacob, I feel like that reaction is a little lackluster. Yeah. Like, it's very withheld.
Very. That's a really good way of putting it. I don't, at this point, I'm not sure if I even want them to get back together. Because
a lot needs to change.
I know a lot of people see things as, there's black and white, but there's also gray area. And, they obviously are on two completely different ends of the spectrum. When she gave him the love potion to get engaged and to bring him to London and to keep him, in that state of mind, it's very reminiscent, of course, of Voldemort's mother, when she gave Tom Riddle Sr. the love potion to just be with her and then have, little Tommy Riddle, as I wouldn't call him. And then look what happened with that. When she finally lifted the love potion or love spell, whatever. I mean, that would be the same essentially for Queenie and Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
That would end in disaster. So, I do. Would I love for them to have a happily ever after? Sure. Do I think it's going to happen? No, absolutely not. I have theories that Queenie might not make it in the end. But
I've
we'll
been
see.
feeling that too, and it kind of breaks my heart a little, but I've been feeling it too, especially with like this big old drastic change that they did in the second movie. Like, it slapped me in the face. I was not ready for it. And because I felt hard and fast in love with Queenie in the first movie.
Yeah.
I was obsessed. It was actually Queenie's wand was my first wand. First wand
I
that
love
in my
that
collection.
wand.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love that wand.
Yeah, it's I'm looking at it now, but it's my first one in my collection. I am very, very attached to it. And I agree with you. I've heard some theories that she's not going to make it, and
yeah.
I mean, I do ship it. I agree with you, Britt. I ship it so hard.
Yeah. Oh, I did too. I mean, Britt Weasley, I'm with you. I totally wanted them to be together, but after she pulled that stunt with the love potion thing, I was just like, girl, no. That's not how you get a man.
Hi, Vicky.
No. So, hey, Bricky Hollows, thank you so much for joining. So happy to have you here. We just gave our authentic, real reaction to the trailer that just dropped. Now we're kind of dissecting it by major scenes, if you will. So thank you so much for joining, and would love to hear your thoughts on the trailer and your theories, because that's what we're kind of talking about right now. Kind of might jump all over the place, but here we go. Here we go. This was like the first time I obviously saw the trailer was like not even an hour ago. Seeing this on the mirror.
What is I see? Do you know? The rest is like warbled.
See, okay, this is how much of where my mind goes. Do you know whiskey? It's like WHISKE. I'm like, where's the Y? No.
No, Aberforth and I do know we do know whiskey.
Oh man, I could go for a drink right now. Yeah, so this is really curious about like what this says, and even going frame by frame, this is like playing, Wheel of Fortune. I can't figure out, what the rest of the message says, and I don't know if it was, do you know what it's like? Perhaps I'm trying to figure out like spacing wise.
It looks like to me that the last words are kept. Like I see a K, and to me it looks like EPT, but so it's like, do you know where it's kept?
Oh, that's a good one. That's okay. Like, for those of you in the live chat, please weigh in your thoughts on what this message here is on the mirror at the Hogshead. And I say confidently the Hogshead because from previous trailers, this gentleman in the reflection is Aberforth Dumbledore. This is Albus Dumbledore's younger brother. And I was just like, I almost kind of got Chamber of Secret vibes when I saw this. Now thinking back,
Same.
It's like, oh, okay, this is what we're going. Okay, so.
Annette, you're having Fireball right now. Good for you.
Oh my god,
I'm allergic to cinnamon, so
you poor thing.
Good for you. Fine.
Ooh.
I can have it. It just hurts.
Oh, that doesn't sound fun. Though.
I found out from Fireball, so fun story.
Well, okay, that could end disastrous. Oh goodness. So let's keep on going, y'all. If YouTube would like to
for that quote right now, for no one can know everything, not even you. Is that Aberforth to Dumbledore? Because that looks like the Hogshead.
Right now it's kind of difficult to tell because we're not playing it with the voiceover. We just have to go back and re-listen, but it's very possible because it seems like that friction between the brothers that Dumbledore wanted power. He wanted he would do whatever it took to get to that power, and that's something that I feel that Aberforth resents with his older brother, because that goal ended with their sister dying.
Yeah.
So Bricky seems to think that puzzle on the mirror, if you will. Do you know who is / it's K? Yeah, we're still trying to figure it out. We're not sure.
Do you know who is Kool-Aid Man?
Do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man?
I'm hungry. Don't do that.
I'm sorry. Looks like I'm experiencing a little bit of technical difficulties with this this trailer. Let's see if I can fast forward to where we were.
Oh, Britt was saying that she thinks it was Bunty who said that. So maybe, I don't know. You might be right.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out.
Voice. If it was a woman's voice, then yeah, it was either McGonagall or Bunty or.
Okay, I can get behind that. Well, it seems like I'm still experiencing some technical difficulties with replaying the trailer. So once that's up and running, I will be sure to play that again.
Britt brings up a good point. We didn't see Ariana.
We didn't see Ariana.
And she's not in the movie. She might be in the
movie. And it's the
but...
same thing with Tina. You know, we mentioned that earlier about we haven't seen her in any of the promos. We haven't, seen her in any of the trailers, just like with Nagini. Now with Nagini, I can tell you that the actress was not slated to be in this next movie. That was even before she had her baby. So how they're going to write out Nagini, I have no idea. I'm curious as to if they're ever going to bring her back, just because we know eventually that Nagini will transform into the snake that will eventually encounter Voldemort many, many years later in Albania. So I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with Nagini's character either. So
yeah, because she's not listed in IMDb, and she never was. Like we've known for a while that she was not going to be in it for Nagini. Tina, though, I'm so curious. I mean, there's a lot of people guessing that since she is an Auror, that she's going undercover. But that's kind of all. That's the only theory that we really got.
Yeah. So I'm at this point where I feel like a lot of movie trailers are giving too much away in their trailers, and then by the time you go to the movie, there's nothing that wows you because it's like, oh, I already seen it all in the trailer. Like, what's the point of even going to the movie? So I'm feeling like if Warner Brothers is doing this correctly, that they're withholding those surprise elements from the trailers. That way, when you go to the movies, you know.
Well, also, they could be doing that because I think they might have, if they're going that route, they might have learned their lesson because of Nagini. Because they revealed Nagini at I think it was San Diego Comic-Con, right? Like a couple of months before the movie came out. And I personally think that would have been a plot twist that I would have enjoyed more if I saw it in the movie. Like if I didn't get even a hint or a warning about it. I think I would have loved that ahead of time.
Yeah, so I don't know. So Bricky has something to say. She goes, she heard that some people have already seen the movie and that she doesn't appear much. It seems that she has other work with Mikkelsen. Now, this is all hearsay, of course. We obviously can't confirm that, but I would think that Tina would have some sort of role in this movie. I mean, she's pretty. It goes without saying. She's going to end up with Newt. That's nothing, brand new. If y'all out there,
Annette mentioned too, she thinks that Tina's at home with little Newt.
I don't think so.
No, I think we have some time.
I think there's time for sure.
There's more Scamanders in the world.
Yeah, and we know that there for sure is a child or children because we know that Luna Lovegood eventually marries a grandson of Newt Scamander's. So that whatchamacallit, that is hold on one second. I'm still trying to get this trailer to cooperate, but it doesn't want to cooperate. Here we go.
While it wasn't, sorry, I was going to say while it wasn't working earlier when you guys were talking about wands, I would love to talk about your wands with you if you guys want to shoot me messages on Instagram, because I can give you an analysis on your wands.
Yes, yes, she can.
Because Hawthorne, I'm not going to, I can't remember, I can't scroll fast enough where the Hawthorne wand is, but I love Hawthorne wands, so I have a weakness for them. Draco's wand.
I think mine's Aspen. I can't remember what Pottermore said mine was. You can see that. We talked about this earlier when I was named Slytherin. It's like, yeah, I can see that. I'm like, okay.
Well, also, because I took the quiz on Pottermore and it was all over the place. It didn't feel genuine to me. Because I got Alder, and Alder does not suit me much at all. But J.K. Rowling does a lot of work with the Celtic tree calendar. It's like a zodiac for trees. And in that, I am Holly, and that fits me 100%. So, yeah.
I can see that. I can see that. All right, let's
right.
see.
Aspen's beautiful.
Yeah, I truthfully, I haven't looked a whole lot into it. And fun fact, Amber already knows this, but I share a birthday with Professor Horace Slughorn.
Yes, you do.
So I told Amber, I said, if you do a Slughorn analysis.
Not if.
Oh,
not
when?
If. Yeah.
When? Okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that because that's also another wand I want to add to my collection, just aside from the fact that we share the same birthday. But his wand's cool looking. But we'll talk more about wands later. Let's see if I can get this trailer to continue playing. Oh, look, it's playing.
Good job.
Can we get closed captionings on here?
I'm glad that we're going to see more Bunty, because I felt like we could have had more of her, other than just the girl who's fawning over Newt. I mean, same girl, but like I wanted more from you. So I'm excited that we get to see more of her in the movie.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. She'll probably take on a bigger role. And see, this is what I was talking about earlier about with the snitch, the snitch having found Dumbledore. And let's be real, y'all. Dumbledore is a very powerful wizard. He also, I'm curious if he actually did play Quidditch, because to be able to see a golden snitch flying around because it's super fast.
I am 1,000% certain he did. And gosh, we should just be plugging the Super Carlin brothers, because a lot of my theories come from them, because I love them.
No, this is us.
I know, but I love them. They did a whole thing about, because they do say that Dumbledore has won every great thing of merit in Hogwarts available, and that includes the Quidditch Cup.
Okay.
So
okay,
I'm certain to believe it.
Because that's in the book. I can get with it too. I can get with that too. Yeah. So it looks here again, another rally. We've got the Gellert Grindelwald monogram being blasted in the air. We've got some calligraphy, not calligraphy. I'm not quite sure if this is Japanese or Chinese. I'm assuming it's Japanese. But it looks like we've got, some this is cool.
I know. I got geeked out a little bit about it. I'm like, ooh.
This is baller right here. I mean, if you want to flex, you go and get your own Rolls Royce, type of vehicle, and put your monogram on the hood. Okay.
That, and you're so extra that you have a figurehead on top of your monogram,
and it moves.
Yeah.
And look at that. If back and forth, right? Is that supposed to be? Nice. Is that supposed to be? I'm trying to figure out what kind of animal would this be. Is this supposed to be
like a alchemy?
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, it's making a G, like the G, the backwards G. So
Yeah,
like the
it
tail is
is.
making it. I mean, so it could be an Akami or it could just be a dragon morphed to be a G.
I don't know, but he's being carried off like a G. Let's just be real. This right here flipped me out because I'm like, oh my god, they're actually meeting. Dumbledore and Grindelwald are meeting.
They're on a date.
They're on a date, yo.
That's all I thought about because to me it looks like a restaurant, and I'm like, I mean,
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah. So Bricky mentions that she noticed a snitch, and it ties up with the quote from the beginning about memories. Since
Love that.
snitch have flesh memories. That's true. But notice that
Mhm.
Dumbledore was holding the snitch with a gloved hand. So
Yeah.
not sure what he may be able to get from that, but we'll see. Okay, why are things going up in flames? Like around them?
Because
Or is it
Gellert is he apparated
He's-
between that. He's gone now.
Yeah, look at
And
that,
also
but-
because he's extra.
Yeah, he goes big or goes home.
Maybe he just likes fire. I mean, this from the second movie, like with the
Well,
blue,
and that
white
was
fire.
and that was of his own invention, from
Mhm.
what I've read. With that blue fire thing, that was something that Gellert, did on his own, and so there's a ranking of like who's the most powerful wizard. Is it Voldemort or is it Gellert? And it's like, I don't
I'm gonna
know.
go with. I personally want to go with Gellert because I mean, like, Gellert. It was very much a war, international. Yeah. People knew him. People feared him. Voldemort was mostly just the UK, and it was a lot smaller of a scale. And yeah, there are differences, but I think when it comes to magnitude,
yeah,
I think I want, especially since they even said it in the trailer that Grindelwald's the most powerful wizard in the century.
Yeah, that's very true. So we've got the quartet. They're making their way through Hogwarts. This device here, very, very curious to find out what the heck it is.
I'm so intrigued.
Like, I know that Dawson over from the Fantastic Reddens and Where to Find Them has his theory about, like I said earlier, if this is like a more ancient type time turner. We've got like these reliefs on the different layers is showing different beasts and etchings and things like that. And when Dumbledore is putting his hand through here, to me it's almost like it could be like a port key.
Yeah, it moves like a port key.
It moves like a port key. But like,
also really quick, Bricky mentioned that she thinks that Gellert and Dumbledore were meeting in like a virtual place. I think that's a cool idea.
That's a cool idea. I'm curious how the hell they would be able to do that. But
magic.
Well, I know that. So hey Mel, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you've had a fantastic trip to Universal as well.
We are so cringy in the last 5 minutes.
I know, just a little bit. But we're talking about the trailer that just dropped today, and hopefully you've seen it. We're kind of talking a little bit more in depth, getting y'all's opinions, theories, what you hope to see happen in this upcoming movie. So definitely want to hear your thoughts. Annette thinks that Gellert is more powerful. He did not destroy his soul to become more powerful. You know what? I can get on board with that.
Thanks, Annette.
So yeah, this device here does move like if it's a port key, right? We don't know where it's taken them. I think presumably it's going to take them to, what? I actually don't even know. I'm not going to talk about, what I think it is, because I don't want to be quoted.
I mean, I literally just thought of it, so just throwing this out there completely randomly. What about, I didn't get a good look. I haven't gotten a good look at the actual release on the column. I'm going to call it a column. If it is Asian in nature, is that the port key could be going there, because we do see like Newt and Pickett, the Bowtruckle, like then they're running through bamboo.
Right.
And like that thing in the teaser with Theseus and Newt with the fire crabs.
Mhm.
So maybe.
Yeah,
Like-
and I think in a previous trailer we see Newt carry the animal that we see on that column looking thing. So if it's like an
Mhm.
ancient, type of creature, and that's what makes me wonder, like, is this actually like a portkey, or is this something that takes you back in time? I don't know. There's several theories out there. Obviously very curious to find out what's happening. And then in this next scene here, Dumbledore and Credence,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, what's gonna happen here? Credence is gonna get pissed off.
Well, it also seems kind of like, we don't know the pretext to this, like, because Dumbledore is holding them up. So it's like, what?
Mhm.
Ooh, that's dramatic.
I mean, like, look at that.
Oh,
Look
like,
at that. The intensity behind the look on his face. Oh, and he's got the Deluminator.
oh, I would not
Check
have caught
that
that if we
out.
hadn't gone back through it.
Look, this is why I like to go, now I like to do these breakdowns, because we're seeing, these things that
Mhm.
we've missed out before. So disapparation, of course. I don't think Credence can do that just yet.
He's holding his wand, silly. Did you see that?
Uh-huh.
He was holding. I don't have a wand near me. This is ridiculous
Oh,
to me.
I've got a wand right here. So yeah, he
Yeah,
was
he was
holding
it backhanded. He was holding it like
right.
upside down.
Yeah, he was.
It looks upside down to me.
Yeah, it does.
Like,
it's almost like that Ahsoka Tano kind of way of like how she would hold her sabers.
You're right.
Sorry.
That's a
Just
perfect
like-
that's a perfect analogy. You're right.
But this is cool. Did y'all catch the Deluminator before we started like really dissecting this? Let us know in the chat. Britt says she didn't notice it either. So hey, this is cool. Mel wants to know if we're going to LeakyCon. You know what? Truth be told, I don't know.
I don't know either, because I'm trying to figure out my money situation. I would love to.
Yeah,
but
me too.
I don't know yet.
Yes.
Maybe.
Even if it's for a day.
I'm definitely looking into it. Like every day I've been like looking into it and doing calculations, and I am definitely trying.
Yeah. Yes, Christian, we are still watching the trailer. This is what we're doing. The live stream is about our trailer reaction, and yes, we're going to dissect and do all that fun stuff. Sorry you can't join and watch. I'd love to know what you guys are talking about or what you think. But he also says he's going to LeakyCon. Oh, must be nice. He's right down the street from it.
Oh, well, poo. That's not fair.
That's so funny. Marion says she did notice the Deluminator in the trailer. Well, she's got some eagle eyes, yo.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's some pure magic there. I wouldn't.
She is with the quickness when it comes to answering trivia questions, and she's eagle eyes. I'm impressed. Totally impressed.
Britt, I did not know that about Ezra Miller contacting Emma Watson when he got the role.
I think I knew that because they had worked together in Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Yeah, I knew that they were friends, but I didn't. I knew they talked about it. Did not know that she was like the first person.
Oh, I could. Yeah, I mean, talk about biggest franchise in modern history, and yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Mel's 50-50 about LeakyCon. She says she doesn't know. Her husband's trying to figure it out too. Okay, all right. Well, let me know. Let me know. We're gonna keep going through this this trailer. So this is what's really interesting is what we know about the Deluminator is that it can take the light away and put the light back from whatever source it's around. But this almost looks like it's even transporting them somewhere with this, kind of. I don't know. What do you think, Amber?
It kind of reminds me of in the second movie when they go into that plaza in France where like they go through the statue wall and then come out of the same statue wall. Like that's kind of what it reminded me of.
I can go
how Dumbledore is doing it. No idea.
Oh, Dumbledore. Him and his
I
magic.
honestly, with us having like so many Dumbledores in this franchise, I really need to start calling him Albus. Like it's a problem.
I'm just gonna call him Dumbly. No. So here we see him with
Dumbledore.
Jude Law. So we have the Blood Pact. Wherever they have traveled to, listen, looks beautiful. I'm assuming this is maybe the Amazon. Could be somewhere in
I don't know.
Brazil. I don't know.
It could be somewhere in Brazil, because we are supposed to see that.
Mhm.
I think I got excited seeing the Japanese Wizarding School and thinking that it might be in Japan, but it does remind me of it. Yeah.
That down from Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah, that's funny. I didn't consider that. That's actually, see, that would have been more appropriate if Johnny was still part of this franchise. God dang it. Okay. Anyway,
Well, that's the point.
Britt makes it a good point about the transportation with the Deluminator, because that's how Ron was able to get back to the trio. Well, to complete the trio in Deathly Hallows. The light spoke to him, went to his little heart, went to his little heart. So yes, Felix is Yummy Door, dude. Yes, Christian. Y'all know my love for Felix, aka French Harry Potter, aka Daddy Potter. Back to the trailer.
I can't argue there.
No, back to the trailer. This looks really cool. It looks like some maybe kind of protective magic that they're trying to break through.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Credence here. Who's that in the background?
It does not look like
this lady
Rosier.
right here.
It does not look like Rosier.
It doesn't look like Rossier, no, and it doesn't look like Queenie. Could it just be another follower of Gellart's? Because it looks like there's another person here as well. So I'm assuming maybe just another follower.
Actually, I think the one that's kind of like in the corner, kind of by Credence's hip, I guess. It could be wrong, but it looks like to me like Rosier. So maybe.
Britt Weasley says, "Is it McGonagall?" I don't know. I would hope that McGonagall is not, on Credence's side. If that's the case, I have a few words with good old Minerva. This is really interesting. See the things that you miss, when trailers go super fast.
Yeah.
So Accio. Okay, that was Rossier.
Ha! Okay, well, now that gives me a little bit of hope that I was right. But who's she killing? Who is she trying to kill?
Who is she trying to kill? Yeah, exactly. And this is what I was talking about earlier. Newt's carrying that creature that looks like it's from that column-looking thing at Hogwarts.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what that creature is. It's small looking.
Yeah, I can't see it clearly enough to know.
Yeah, neither can I, and I've got it over here. Pickett.
Oh, I love Bowtruckle.
Poor little Pickett. Poor little Bowtruckle. Poor thing.
I love Bowtruckle.
That's what I'm wearing. I'm wearing a Bowtruckle shirt underneath this robe.
Bowtruckles only live in one quality wood trees.
That is very true. Yes, I do remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep on going, y'all. Ooh, water. Okay. All right.
He's just a bit of a water bender there. It's fine.
Oh. Yeah, he just apparate. Okay, is he doing that to Credence? Looks like he was doing that to Credence.
That's what it looks like to me too.
Yeah. Okay. We got some orbs going all over the place. Oh, he just became part of the brick wall.
I saw that and I was kind of like, I accidentally laughed, but then I'm like, I don't know who that is, so I don't really feel bad about laughing.
Yeah, right. I don't know either. That happened kind of. Well, we in Crimes of Grindelwald, we did see that one dude from the British Ministry who was going after Credence. He was a double agent for Grindelwald, who was in the wall, right? And then he emerged from it. So
I forgot about that.
Magic. Okay, what was this? Is this supposed to be the blast-ended Scroot thing? Or like a scorpion thing?
The blast-ended Scroot is like a mix of a fire crab and I can't remember the name of it, but that thing.
Yeah. It's got a very long, I don't know, something.
I'm going to bring up the trusty Google.
The good old Google. Let's look at Teddy. Teddy is the Niffler.
We finally have a name 3 movies in.
3 movies in, and we know Teddy is the Niffler. But Teddy looks to have something that bears a phoenix on it. And
Looks like a sock to me. Or a
it could be,
tie.
like a scarf thing, a tie thing. But Pickett's also got like, could that be wand? Could that
That's
be
Newt's wand.
Is that Newt's wand? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. See, this is why I have you
Sorry.
here. No, you're good. You can answer all the questions I.
Oh, it's a manticore. It's the blasted fruits are made from manticores and
That's right.
fire crabs. And Hagrid made blasted
The blast-ended fruits. I remember now. Yeah.
Yeah. Let
Okay.
me
So
see.
yeah, Christian thinks it's a tie with the Phoenix monogram on there. I think so too.
I would sorry, kind of going back to the manticore thing, because if you Google them, it looks like a lion with a gigantic scorpion tail. So I'm going to say it's manticore.
I'm going to go with that too. Thanks, Mel, for putting Amber's YouTube link in there. Appreciate you as always.
Thank you so much.
And we also, once again, appreciate everyone who's been hanging out with us for the last hour or so, talking about this latest trailer drop from Fantastic Beasts and what's it called? Secrets of Dumbledore. Wow, almost had a fake fan moment. So we hope you're enjoying your evening with us. We really appreciate you being here. Hey, Kat, thank you so much for joining. Again, thank you for being here. Hope you have a great time with your granddaughter. And we hope you have a great night as well. Be sure to check out the live stream later on. Give us a like, leave a comment. Hit that subscribe button for myself and for Amber. Head over to her channel. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. All that information is in the description box down below. And Mel is so kind to also put our URLs in the live chat because she's awesome.
Yes, she is.
So this is also an interesting, this reminds me of that whale stork bird that actually exists. I'm terrified of it. There's one here. There's one here of the Houston Zoo, and it looked like it wanted to fight me.
Oh, I'm scared of anything bigger than an owl. So,
Aww.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
Yeah, which is a problem because my Patronus is an osprey. It's a problem.
Mine is a I don't know how to pronounce it properly. Goshawk. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's a hawk. That's all I know.
Oh, well, hey, we're both birds.
Caw.
We're not Ravenclaws.
I know, right?
Oh, yeah, it does look like that. You're right, because we have one at our local zoo too. Terrifying.
Yeah, it's that bill. It's that very long bill thing, but it's almost like Jurassic looking, with the
leathery wings.
Yeah, it's almost like a pterodactyl kind of thing. Mm-hmm. All right, we see some action between Dumbledore and Gellert. Oh, look at that intense. Look at that intensity. Yes, Jude. Yes. All right, so Gellert still has the Elder Wand. We can see here.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I have a lot to say about that.
Screw you, comma.
Another time. Yeah, I'm so confused. I thought because he was on the bridge at the end of the movie, in the second movie.
Maybe he's a double agent.
Maybe.
Like Snape. Like Snape was.
Okay, maybe.
I don't know. Could that be a possibility?
I think so.
I don't know. Although the dude next to him, I like his jacket. His jacket looks really cool.
Oh yeah, he is. Especially with like the pinstripes too.
Dude, he looks fly.
The time frame, yeah.
Wow. Sorry, I just figured everyone would appreciate a still of Jude.
You're not wrong.
Hi. All right. Who's this lady?
Beautiful lady. I had such a reaction when we were watching it. I was just like, ooh. Because I was like, who is she? Her hair looks beautiful. Her robes look beautiful. I want to see her wand. But that's kind of stereotypical for me. But who is
Yeah, and I think I saw a banner earlier where it said vote for whomever, and it looked like it was her profile on that banner.
Maybe.
So I don't know. Got some books bursting, Jacob running. Did he make those books burst out of that trunk and do all this mess? Is that a bludger?
Looks like a bludger.
Here's that creature again. That was terrifying. I would
Yeah,
not want.
manticores look scary. I mean, they always
Oh.
kind of sounded scary, but if that is the manticore,
Oof.
Jesus.
Duck Newt. Okay. Are we gonna lose Theseus?
I don't think so.
Okay, and I'm trying to figure out. This looks like fins back here, almost like a mermaid-looking fin. Like, what's
But-
going on, y'all?
This looks like the circular place where the manticore was. So is he falling? Was he like pulled down by the manticore? Does the manticore have
Maybe.
tentacles? I don't know.
I don't know. That's terrifying. All right, Credence, we know you're pissed off. Like, blah blah blah. Get
What's
over
new?
it. Separation. Cool.
Britt, Hagrid actually invented the blast engine screws. He bred them
Right.
from fire crabs and manticores. So I'm thinking
Right.
it's a manticore.
We'll go with that. We will go with that. And Dumbledore with the Phoenix. Could this be Fox? Take a look at that one more time. Now-
Majestic.
Now, is Fox coming to save Dumbledore or Credence?
I don't know.
These are philosophical questions we need answered.
It looks so intense, and like when it's actually like the screen is going, it kind of moves more in front of Dumbledore, so maybe it's protecting Dumbledore.
You know what? I think you're right. And Marianne, thank you for that explanation of that beautiful witch we saw earlier. Vicenia Santos? Vincenia? I don't know how to pronounce, if it's in Portuguese. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Brazilian witch.
Beautiful.
Beautiful indeed. And Bricky, yes, I would agree that place where Theseus is falling looks like it's where the creature is.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's in ruins.
Mhm.
But yeah, like playing this back and forth, like what you're saying, Amber, it looks like Zumid Fox is coming in between Albus and whoever is facing Albus.
What if okay, well, maybe this is a stretch, but we do see conflict between, and it looks kind of like in the same location with the between Grindelwald and Dumbledore. It looks like they're in the street, the same area where Dumbledore is fighting Credence. So do we think that maybe Credence switches sides? And the Phoenix could be just kind of like...
It's a stretch. It's a stretch because given whatever Grindelwald has told Credence, about his parentage, if you will, and how Albus, is assumingly he said that Albus is a bad person, blah blah. Who knows? All right, what did Mel say? She said, I looked everywhere for the nose-biting teacup at Universal. No luck. I tried getting them to sell me display pieces, but it turned out those are empty boxes. Or so they said. My goodness. That's great. It'd be amazing if we got to see, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that.
Castle La Brujo?
Is that the school in Brazil?
Mhm.
Okay. See, I'm such a big fan. I
I'm
don't know
gonna
this stuff.
say, I'm gonna badly pronounce Castle La Brujo because
Okay.
I don't know, but that's my guess, and that's how I've always pronounced it in my brain.
See, here we go.
Oh,
This is what
you're
I was
right.
talking about, the banner. And look,
She's gorgeous, and I'm in love with her.
And Marion was right about the name. Vote for this lady. Okay. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try. All right, this is
Castillo Bru. Is it like is the X like How do we pronounce the X?
Well, if it's Portuguese, I can't speak Portuguese. I can barely speak Spanish. So yeah, no idea. Oh,
So
apparently you're right.
Yes, thank you. Castillo Brujo. Ho?
There you go.
Ho. Ah, yay with a J.
Don't say ho.
I meant like the J sound in.
Ho. Oh
Yeah.
goodness. All right, y'all.
You know what? You know what I meant.
I know what you meant. I'm just messing with you. All right, this is the big scene, y'all, in my opinion. Jacob, what are you doing, sir? Are you making this magic? And Queenie.
That's what I'm saying. I think her reaction is lackluster.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a thought that just happened while we were rewatching this clip.
All right.
Yeah, he's staged to do it. What if someone's doing it for him?
See, that was my
Off
thought
screen.
as well. That was my thought as well.
And Queenie's not running because she knows what's up.
I mean, it's like he's struggling, right?
Yeah.
But is this magic coming from the wand?
It's hard to tell with the movies because sometimes the wand tips do light up when they cast themselves. Sometimes they don't. So it's hard to tell.
It is hard to tell. And we don't have closed captions here, but I remember Jacob saying, "Can I keep this?" And Dumbledore's like, ha! He's like, "No."
That's another reason why I think it's a decoy, or
I think it's a
like
prop.
A passport. It's a passport.
It's a prop. Yeah.
It's an ID. It's a passport.
I know.
So
interestingly, Christian is saying that J.K. Rowling has said that some people are late bloomers. So
true.
Maybe Jacob could be a wizard after all. I don't know. I'm excited. This trailer like got me hyped.
I'm so excited.
You know, for what we're gonna see in April. This is like perfect timing. My birthday is in April, as I've well, not directly mentioned it, but it comes out right before my birthday. So this is like, I'm ready for it. Let's do it.
Castillo Brucho. Castillo Brucho. Castillo Brucho.
Nope, not gonna do it.
It came out with an Italian accent. I don't even know.
You gotta do the hand.
Castillo
Brucho. I can do it that way. Oh my god. I'm like 2% Italian. So
hey, at least this is the one that we're getting hung up on saying, not the Japanese school.
Nope, not gonna try that one either. I do not want to bring any disrespect to any culture out there. So I know my strengths. I know my weaknesses. I'm not gonna say anything either. Except Gus the Daddy Potter. I'm with that. Yes, Christian.
I mean, you're not wrong.
You and I are right here. You and I are right here, sir. So yeah.
You are definitely not wrong.
And yes, Secrets of Dumbledore does come out April 15th, which happens to be Emma Watson's birthday. Don't know if it's coincidence or not. It did say the 7th, but I'm curious, is that going to be the UK release or is that the US release?
Good point.
Because
usually
there's 2 different releases, so I don't know. Either way, it's coming in April. We know this. Very excited for it.
3.5 years later.
Oh my gosh. And you know, this was supposed to be the 3rd installment for 5 movies or of 5 movies. Now I'm curious if we're actually going to get the last 2 movies at all, or is this going to be the last?
Who knows? I mean, we don't really know until we see it, and we don't even know how the world's going to be. So this movie struggled because I mean, it's been 3.5 years. They were postponed 4 times? Yeah, something like 4 times, and it's not. And they also struggled because I know a lot of people didn't like Crimes of Grindelwald as much as they liked the first movie. So, and I think a lot of people they're also kind of getting a bit of backlash for a lot of things.
Yeah.
So I really don't know.
So my take on that, I actually enjoyed Crimes of Grindelwald, but here's the problem. I think Christian, if you're still on here, we've talked about it, I think, on Mel's channel on her live stream on Sundays, about how this story has now deviated away from Fantastic Beasts. I feel like this should have been its own storyline minus the Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah.
You know, if you were just going to do a Fantastic Beasts movie as a one-off, cool, great. But now you're incorporating the whole like story with Dumbledore and Grindelwald, when I feel like that should have been different. Like that should have been of its own thing. And Christian is all shouty caps, they spin off. I'm there because you're taking away from the whole aspect of Fantastic Beasts, and like it's not focusing on that. It's focusing on Dumbledore and Grindelwald. So yeah, you know, I have no idea. We as fans have a say. We come out and watch it. They will make more money. Money is a driving force. You know, I'm with that too. Thing is, if you have good storytelling,
yeah,
you know, I think that's what matters at the end.
I very much agree with you. Like I think they should have done it differently, especially because I know a lot of people. I have no problem with it because one of my favorite beasts is the Zawu, which we found in the second movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I love the Zawu so much. But anyway, a lot of people said that we didn't see it wasn't as much about the beast, that they were so not even a secondary character. They were the most background of NPC characters you could even think of.
For sure.
And compared to the first movie, where they were a very vital, not just a key point, but they were also plots and characters, and we got to interact and see them more. So
yeah,
I do see that. We do see some beasts in the trailer, so maybe we'll get more interaction. But I don't know. I feel like it's entirely about the Dumbledore show or whatever their ship name is.
Oh goodness. Why Mel? Why you gotta do the whole 50 Shades? This is not that kind of live stream.
I mean, we were kind of thirsting after most of the actors.
A little bit.
I
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Hermione Granger spinoff. I don't know. I don't know how that would go. I mean, you've got Cursed Child, which I don't deem as canon personally. I mean, I know Hermione has done well for herself in that story. Spoiler, she's Minister of Magic in that storyline. I don't know about a Hermione spinoff. Now, if they redid the movies from Hermione's perspective, you know, Hermione Granger and the idiot friends that she made and had to save their lives time and time again, kind of thing, you know, fine. But
I think a post-war how she got to Minister of Magic would actually be pretty cool. Like, obviously, you'd kind of have to come up with some kind of conflict that would actually grab people's attention. But
yeah, I agree. So Bricky says too, the Dumbledore Grindelwald story is amazing. They had a chance to do 2 whole different stories. Now it feels like they're trying to include creatures because they have to. Yeah, I'm understanding.
Exactly.
Anyway, well, Amber, we are approaching 1 hour and 40 minutes being on here. It kind of went by fairly quickly, in my opinion. And I mean, I know this is almost 2 hours, but like I've really enjoyed chatting with you, of course, chatting with those who are watching, and just talking Harry Potter, hello, Wizarding World, and what Secrets of Dumbledore has in store for us. And this has been great.
Yeah, I really enjoyed doing this. I enjoyed talking to you and seeing everybody's ideas and theories, talking to everyone. I really love this. I'm so excited for the movie.
Yeah.
we have to do like some kind of reaction like after the movie or something. Because
Yeah, for sure.
this is
I yeah.
we have so much more to discuss too, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna watch the trailer like 5 billion times in the rest of the week, and we're still gonna be messaging each other like, "Hey, I noticed this too." Like it'll.
Yeah,
I
for
have
sure.
so many theories.
I
Oh,
know.
thanks, Mel.
Yeah, so thank you, Mel, for as always for plugging in those URLs for us. Those of you who have stuck with us throughout the entirety of this live stream, we really appreciate you coming out here and spending your evening, morning, afternoon, whatever, wherever it is, wherever you are. We really appreciate it. And please be sure to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well as Amber. You can do so by checking out the link in the chat right now, as well as the description box down below for OllivAmber's wands, if you want to learn more about wand lore and all things. Yes, Christian, I appreciate you. Love you. You know this. Stop it. But yes, no, we do appreciate everyone who's joined us throughout this live stream, of course. Any last words, Amber? What do you have going on for your channel? What are new videos that are coming out?
Well, I have a few things in the works. I do want to do that Wizarding Friends Live on Instagram, where you, me, and a few other people, wonderful people, are going to be hanging out and just talking. Mainly, I want to have a few discussions, but it's very, very casual. It's going to be on Instagram. It's going to be sometime in March, so coming up soon. I have a family vacation this weekend, so I can't do it this weekend. But I have that going. I am talking with a lot of other wand makers and just developing things.
It's very exciting.
Yes, we are talking about things. That's kind of all I can say at the moment. There is actually on Instagram they are the wand maker community. They've made master wand makers. That's their own account.
Yep.
Where they are just sharing each other's ideas and their work and just celebrating each other and wands. And I really, really like that, considering my obsession is wands. So
yeah, for sure.
Definitely all of that. The 2 days ago, actually on Saturday, was Sirius Black's episode. That was very fun. And I have a new episode every 2 weeks. So
yeah, and I'll be honest, I haven't checked out the Sirius episode just yet. His wand is one of my favorite wands that I do have in the collection. My husband says it's his wand, but it's really mine. So yes, I will be amongst many others here, hopefully, who are going to head over to your channel to check out that latest video. Once again, y'all, please take a moment to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and head over to Amber's YouTube channel and her Instagram. Give her a follow, subscribe, show her some love. She's been an absolute joy to have here on this live stream. Genuinely, I love talking with you about all things Harry Potter, because I think that's definitely what connects a lot of people, is that love for Harry Potter, and we just get it.
Yeah.
So yeah, this has been great. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day to do this with me, and I can't wait for your hangout, in the near future. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. So Christian, the weather here has been fine. The weather here at Hogwarts has been good. Just needed like a light, robe, and I've been okay.
All you need is a light jacket.
All I need is a light jacket. Yeah, it's been good. So yeah, happy to be at Hogwarts. Need to actually go visit the real one soon. So yeah. Well, we're gonna wrap up here, y'all. I've said it once, I've said it a million times. Thank you so much for joining. We appreciate your engagement, your theories, your thoughts on the trailer for Fantastic Beasts: Secrets of Dumbledore. Maybe, Amber, we have a suggestion from Bricky Hollows that maybe we can do a live stream after the movie has premiered and we've seen it.
I can do that.
I'm down for that. So we can do that live the day after it comes out. So
before I forget, because I actually did forget, tomorrow, local to where I am in Arizona, just on the street from where I live, there's going to be a Harry Potter trivia night. So I'm actually going to be posting on my Instagram, like, the questions that they ask, just because I kind of want to interact with everybody.
That is so fun.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun to do kind of, obviously I'm going with friends and stuff like that, but it'd be a fun way. So if you guys want to check out my Instagram tomorrow evening, actually around the same
would
time.
Be cool.
Yep. I'll be doing trivia.
That's exciting. Trivia is so much fun.
Also, you never mentioned what you're doing for your channel. Do you have anything good going on?
Oh yeah, real quick. So I'm in the process of editing the latest Wizarding Trunk High Security Vault, which is their quarterly subscription box. The Noble House of Black. Yes, I did receive it. I've already opened it. I'm editing. It should be out tomorrow if I can get my act together. I also did I guess you could say like a poll kind of thing on Instagram the other day about what kind of video series you guys want to see next. The majority said DIYs. If y'all know me, y'all know I like to craft. I like to do, DIY stuff. Sorry if you hear Luna, she wants her mama right now. But yeah, I'm planning on doing a series of DIYs that are Harry Potter related. And I also want to do the Lego speed builds again, because those are fun. Some new ones are coming out tomorrow. Those new Legos are coming out. The they look like books, right? They're moments.
Yeah.
There's the Defense Against the Dark Arts that's coming out, as well as Divination that's coming out. I'm going to go haul my butt over to Lego and buy them because I need them stat. I want to put them together. So yeah, I've got a couple of things in mind. Am I going to put them out in a timely manner? It's just being 100% real, yo. But yeah, we'll see. But that's kind of what I've got coming out in the near future.
I can't wait to see all of it.
Yay! Well, thank you all once again. Have a great rest of your day, your evening. And we'll be back in the near future with another live over on Amber's channel. So
yeah.
in order to be a part of that, be sure you go and follow her, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. So yeah, we'll see y'all in the next one. Have a great day.
Bye.